All right, here we are. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, right? Good evening. Yep. Please go ahead and introduce yourself to us, please.
Hello, my name is Miss Savina Bernal. I am a queen on the royal family.
Yes.
And I am so happy to be here. Well,
Yes.
once again, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You are sincerely welcome, Queen. So here you are getting ready to compete in 3 weeks for your first natural bodybuilding competition ever. Mm-hmm. How does that feel?
So, I never knew that I was capable of all of the things that I have done, even in just the past few years. I was eventually going to end up on this team. The decisions that I made, they led me here because everything, just like we spoke on,
yes,
everything that I have done has been true to myself. And I remember back the moment I was actually, I was laying in the grass looking up at the stars because I needed to breathe one night. And I remember the moment I told myself, like, I'm gonna start living for others by living for myself, knowing myself.
Yes.
Because I know I love people.
Yeah.
I love people. I love my little brothers. It started with my little brothers.
Yes.
I decided I'm gonna do the things for them. My mom, I'm gonna do things for her. And that was the moment that I started living my life the way I'm supposed to live my life. Everything that I did was driven for the betterment of their quality of life and the betterment of like the world around me. And the things that would drive me was always thinking, like, what am I thinking? Like, they're gonna have a nice room, they're gonna have a good bed to themselves, they're gonna have this, they're gonna have that. And I remember every time that I would meet that goal, every time that I would make it, I would go on to my next hurdle and I would think, all right, cool, so we're here, now what? And it accelerated. The farther I went, the more people that I met. That's whenever, like, I met my recruiter. That's whenever I joined the Marine Corps. That's whenever I went into boot camp, and like everybody that I met on my path, I would think, like, what do they need? What can I do for them? And anytime, it's so beautiful, the exchange, how it happens. Anytime that I would give somebody something, even unintentionally, I would get something back tenfold. And it's not to get anything back. It's the energy that you garner from seeing that positive impact that you give to people. It's so empowering. It's so empowering. And the more you use that, the faster you go, and the more that energy accelerates. The more people that you meet, the farther that you can reach. I love it. I'm happy to be doing this because those few years ago, whenever I didn't know what I was, I've always been me, but I didn't know the things, I didn't know where my energy was supposed to be going. And now I do. And it's coming back.
Yes.
And now I get to show that.
Yes.
On stage.
Yes. Ooh, that is beautiful, man. Listen, I cannot wait to see you on stage. You know, we, your fans, you know, we are really excited and looking forward to May 27th. But before we go, you know, further into that, can you let us know who was Savina before the bodybuilding team and who is Savina right now?
Who was I? Scared. I was. Because there has always been a part of me that, again, I care for people, that whenever I get negative feedback, right, because I value people, sometimes I value what it is that they say. Sometimes I value what it is, the treatment. And I think if ever it's anything less than positive, I think, like, oh, what did I do? What did I do to deserve this? What can I do to fix this? What's wrong with me? There's something that so many people on the team say that everybody has taught me, so consistent. I know it started with Coach. I know it's like bled into you, and I know that you've bled it out into the members of the team. Addie, Myra, April, they have, all of them. Shanique, they tell me, like, no. You have your own peace, protect your peace. That's literally a lesson on the team. But something that I learned more than the words of protect your peace, in the actions and the treatment and the way that they speak and the way that they carry themselves, there is a certain stronghold that all of these women, that all of these kings and queens, they have, where they have this self-value that cannot be shattered. And I'm so glad that I have had the opportunity to learn that, because that is such a superpower.
Yes. Oh man, yes. It is a superpower, man. And thank you very much for sharing that. I mean, we can tell, we can see from the way you carry yourself, your posing, your crafts, your mindset. You know, your mindset, that is super big. Do you even mind sharing furthermore on that? You know, like journal entries. How's that helped you to be, you know, the person that you are right now?
It's leaked into every aspect of my life. Every aspect. I saw it when I went on this past course that I went on. I've seen it speaking with people that I've always spoken to.
Yes.
Anytime that I get any type of positive or negative feedback, it doesn't matter what it is that I get.
Yes.
Whatever it is that I have is what matters. I wake up feeling this, not just sense of self-worth, but this drive to do the things that I know need to be done, because that's where my energy needs to be going. I can feel it in myself.
Yes.
Anytime that I look at the way that like people are, I can reflect back on, because it was such a fast, drastic difference from one second to the next. I could think, wow, I would not have thought this way. I would not have reacted this way.
Yes.
But that's because now I know the reason why that's a waste of energy. Such a waste of energy.
Yes.
To just let it go where it doesn't belong. And it does. I promise you, your energy does not belong worrying about what's wrong with you, because there's nothing wrong with you.
Oh man, that is so powerful. Oh man, thank you very much for that. Thank you very much for that. Oh, May 27th. We can't wait to see, you know, the hard work you put into preparing everything, right? We can't wait for that. We look forward to that. And lastly, before we step off, what is any word of advice you have for anyone out there listening and watching to you right now?
Biggest piece of advice, anything that you do, put your passion into it, put yourself into it, because nobody can put that type of, the energy that you give people, that type of experience, no one's gonna have that experience with anybody else with you. You have your own personal spin on life.
Yes.
And every individual interaction that you have, those people are going to be impacted specifically to the energy that you give. So value that and send it.
Yes. Oh man, you are, you know, that reminds me of this saying where you say you attract who you are. You know, you don't attract what you think, you attract who you are. So everything you just said is just a validation to that. Thank you very much for your time, Queen. We can't wait to do the post-show interview after May 27th.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.